Hi, this is Yolanda from Inkwell Editorial. I wanted to take a few minutes to tell you about a new e-course that I have coming called How to Make Money Self-Publishing Nonfiction. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what the course is going to cover, when it's going to be coming, and a little bit about my background so you can know why I'm qualified to teach this course. Okay, as for what we're going to cover, excuse me while I look off for a second here, I have some notes over here. Some of the things we're going to cover include how much does it really cost to self-publish a book, the ideal book length, how to tell if your book will sell before you write a word, where to sell your book. We're going to talk about ISBN numbers. Do you need one? The answer might surprise you on that one. We're going to talk about how to format your book. Don't think you're going to get hung up on the technology. You're not. The technology is there. It's so easy to put together a book to publish these days, and that's paper or ebook. Getting an author website. Do you need one to be successful? Copywriting your book. How to protect it from copyright thieves. Should you write under a pen name? How to market your book, and mistakes I've made as a self-published author of over 100 ebooks. Yes, I've self-published over 100 ebooks, and that's just the major points of what we're going to cover. We're going to cover a lot more, but those are the major points of the course. Now, as for my background, as I said, I've self-published over 100 ebooks. Over 50 of them have been nonfiction books. I also write and self-publish romance. But again, in this course, we're going to focus on how to make money self-publishing nonfiction. So we're going to stick to nonfiction here. I've been in publishing since 1988. I started out working at a large legal publisher in New York. I worked there for 10 years. Then I left that company to start a company with my sister. She had actually started the company. I joined her a year later. We were an editorial outsource agency, and what that meant was we would take on projects from big publishers like Random House, McGraw-Hill, my previous employer, Matthew Bender. They would outsource their proofreading, copy editing, coding. At the time, that was HTML coding, keyboarding, all of that type of stuff. They would outsource to us, and we would hire freelancers to get the work done. And how I got into self-publishing is when we would hire freelancers, I started getting a lot of questions about how do I get more of this type of work at home. Back in the 90s, you know, the late 90s, it wasn't as common as it is now. Even now, a lot of people don't know that you can make a full-time living at home, you know, online, doing stuff like proofreading and copy editing, but you can. But I started getting a lot of questions, but I had a business to run, so I didn't have time to answer, you know, the questions that I kept getting all the time. So what I did was, to make it easy, I just wrote down the answers to a whole bunch of questions that I was getting, and I uploaded them in a PDF file to my website, and people would download it. And that was my first ebook. I didn't even call it an ebook at the time. The way I thought of it was just getting people the information that they needed to help them, you know, start freelancing from home. And again, that was my first ebook, and it wasn't even delivered like automatically like stuff is now. People had to order the book and then wait for me to email it to them. And even though I promised 24-hour delivery, that's still like not fast. Now everybody expects, you know, as soon as you pay, you get the book. But I didn't know about things like e-junkie and how to, you know, get it into their files, into their hands immediately. So I just, you know, like I said, they ordered it. And then like 24 hours later, you know, or less usually, I would send it to them. That's how rudimentary my self-publishing career was in the beginning. But I still sold books, and but it wasn't until until 2010 where I looked up, and that year over half my income had come from products that I had created, you know, written and self-published, e-courses and e-books. And I thought, maybe I can turn this into, you know, a viable income stream. So in 2011, I wrote and uploaded 50 ebooks to Amazon. Yep, you read that right. Wrote and uploaded 50 ebooks to Amazon in 1 year. It was a lot of writing, and that was crazy. And it's not a business model I advise, and I'll talk about that in the course too. What not to do, which is just as important as what to do as a self-published author. So again, the course is going to be very expansive, but it's not going to be overwhelming. I'm going to give you just the information you need to make an informed decision if you're considering writing and self-publishing books for a living. And it can be done. Let me tell you, there are people out there who are making tens of thousands of dollars per month writing and self-publishing books. And you know, I have been doing it, like I said, for close to 2 decades now. It's how I make my living online, writing and self-publishing my own products. I'm also a freelance writer, but I haven't really written for clients. That hasn't been the overwhelming bulk of my money for probably 3 or 4 years now. Most of my money comes from products I create and sell online, information products that I create and sell online. And that's what this e-course is going to be all about. So it'll be released in June. It'll be live in June. All of my courses are hosted on Teachable. You can go to inkwelleditorial.com and look on the shop page to find the link to them. And there'll be a link down below too that'll take you in this video, that'll take you to a direct page on inkwelleditorial.com. That's my main writing site, my main freelance writing site, about more about the course and how you can pre-register for the best deal. Okay, in the next video we're going to talk about how to price your ebook to sell, because there's a lot of misinformation out there about that. So that's what we're going to cover in the next video in this free course about how to make money self-publishing nonfiction. See you next time. Bye.